Do you ever worry that your toddler isn't eating enough? Or maybe you worry that they're eating too much? It's hard to always know, but in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to figure out how much food they need to be eating. For the best toddler nutrition and feeding advice from a registered dietitian, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you get notified with every new video. I often hear from moms a worry about their toddler eating way too much. And they're like, they eat more than a grown man, or they're worried that their toddler isn't eating much at all. They're eating a couple bites a day or maybe skipping meals altogether. And after this video, you're going to have a clear understanding on portion sizes for toddlers and how much they need to eat. This approach to portion sizes that I'm sharing with you today has been successful for thousands of families, and you will be next. The first step is on knowing where to start. How much food do you even put out for your little one at a meal? And this is where we start to use something called starter portions. If you're plating your child's food, you want to start with something called the rule of thumb. This is your thumb, not their thumb. For each year of age of your child, you'll give them 1 tablespoon or 1 thumb's worth of each food that you're serving. So if you made chicken, rice, and green beans, and you have a 1-year-old, then you're going to be giving them 1 thumb size of the chicken, 1 thumb of the rice, and 1 thumb of the green beans. However, this is important. This is not a representation of how much they should be eating. This is simply a starting place so you have an idea of what is a good amount to start them with. Your little one may want more or less than what you put out, and it's perfectly acceptable for them to have seconds or thirds of what you're offering. You see, they're born with this innate ability to know how much food their bodies need. As adults, we often lose the ability to tune into our internal cues and know actually if we're hungry or full. And that's a conversation for another day. But we want to make sure that our kids listen to those internal cues versus anything external. That means we're not saying you need to eat 1 more bite or no, that's too much. We're leaving it up to them to listen to what their body needs. This could mean that they don't eat a single bite at dinner some days. And that can be okay. Although I know it can be kind of nerve-wracking, and it doesn't mean that they don't like what you serve. It's actually very common for toddlers to eat heavier earlier in the day and then kind of taper off and not always have an appetite at dinner time. We like to think of that as like the best meal of the day, but for them, they've often already filled up on what their body needs and they don't have much room left at dinner. That's okay. On the flip side, maybe you're seeing them wanting seconds or thirds or fourths or fifths or whatever it is, and you don't know how much their body needs. So even if it looks like too much to us, they're such a tiny person. How could they need that much food? We actually don't know what their body is asking for. It's very uncommon for a toddler to eat past the point of fullness, get to an uncomfortable full, or eat too much. So it's really not your job to figure out how much they need. That's very much their job and can be in their control, and we can trust them with that. They are very capable of regulating how much they need. Comment below if you've ever seen big changes in your toddler's appetite, even from one day to the next. Now you have an understanding of portion sizes for toddlers and what that actually means, that it's just a starting place and not necessarily how much they should be eating at a meal. And you now know how to put trust in your little one's ability to listen to their body and how much they need. Are you struggling with a picky eater? If you are, download my free starter guide for picky eaters, and that's going to give you the first few steps that you need to put in place to help reduce the picky eating. That link is below. Also remember that it never hurts to reach out to your pediatrician when you have a concern. So if you have a concern about your little one's size, their growth, their food intake, give the pediatrician a call and they can get you started. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and leave me a comment below letting me know that this helped you.